Welcome back, troglodytes, to your daily dose of guitar information, the Trogly's Guitar Show. Oh, isn't this just sad news? Gearfest was canceled, but not canceled this year. It's all online, and this starts today at 10 a.m. This is not a sponsored video, but I thought I would go ahead and kind of go through some of the events that you guys can participate in this weekend. So if you don't know what Gearfest is, it is this big thing that Sweetwater does nearly every single year. They bring in a bunch of artists, they have a lot of talking sessions. Most importantly, they give away a bunch of free stuff, and they do offer some exclusive deals during this time that I think they're still doing this year as well. But to start things off here, let's go ahead and see what events you can tune into virtually today. Honestly, having this all live streamed this year, it makes it a little bit easier to follow. You don't have to choose which one you want to see because sometimes things are so close together or in completely different sides of the place. I only went to Gearfest once and I honestly had an awful experience there. There was just too many people and the parking was just atrocious. So being all online is not that bad of an idea for me. But you can see it runs from 10 a.m. and that goes all the way until 5:25, all these live streams. And they usually save the best guys for last. So here's Billy Gibbons at the end of the day and Nile Rodgers. Where is he at? That one. That'd be a cool one to see. I first became aware of that guy because of his appearance in the Daft Punk song Get Lucky. It looks like we've got Slash coming in here. When's he doing his thing? 2:30 on Saturday. That might be a nice one to tune into. Who else is interesting here? Dave Rude, I know he's got that signature flying V with Epiphone. Even these people that I don't necessarily know a lot about, I mean, you could see they've worked with quite a few people, so whatever their classes are going to be on, they definitely have some interesting information to share with you. Ooh, Richie Faulkner, that's a good one. I'm surprised they don't have Gibbons further up in this list. Usually they have like all the A-list celebrities all the way up here. Same thing with Lita Ford, you'd think she'd be higher up in this list as well. I noticed a big lack of YouTubers this year, or maybe I just don't recognize some of the people that are in here. I think last year they had a whole segment that was dedicated just to YouTubers, and they had like 4 or 5 of them. I thought that was a really interesting panel. Potentially meeting Rob Scallon was like the only reason why I even wanted to go to Gearfest that year. Let's see what we can win. Now, normally you'd have to sign up to get a badge, and then that's how they do it. So this year, you're just signing up to win some of these prizes. It's not really clear as to what they're giving away. I mean, this is that page that tells you it, but I mean, if they're giving away a Helix, that's a great prize for someone. I really need to get myself an acoustic amp because, you know, sometimes I run into that situation where I do need one, and I don't have a halfway decent one at this time. Let's see what kind of guitars they're giving away. Looks like we get a Line 6 Variax that's worth about $1,200. Some D'Angelicos here. But it doesn't look like any like Gibson Fender stuff, so nothing too crazy exciting for me. See, I think it would be better if Sweetwater would do this whole Gearfest thing earlier in the year, because Summer NAMM, in my opinion, it's kind of boring. Because all the big releases are generally winter NAMM stuff, so going to see this stuff there, it's mainly just a repeat of all the stuff that we already knew. But seeing as this event is mainly outside, I can see why they do it in the warmer weather. Guess something that's really sad that these are all just interviews. It doesn't appear anybody's doing any real playing or like online concerts, because usually they end out with like a big bang. And they do offer some exclusive deals during this time that I think they're still doing this year as well. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. I'm not too sure if any of this stuff is great deals, but it seems this year they're having all their sales engineers just standing by the phone, so you got to call them up to get all these deals. Ooh, free Billy Gibbons autographed book. But let's go ahead and check out some guitars here. More specifically, some electric guitars. Any cool deals? It's looking like all they have listed here are like the demo models, so I'm guessing you can probably call them up for a pretty good deal on these guys. They're just trying to move out some old inventory, because I'm not seeing anything too eye-catching right here, but I'm surprised they still have these HM Stratocasters. I thought those things were like selling out. I guess that was just at Musician's Friend that they sold out really quickly. That's crazy. I thought those were long gone by now. So if you're bored this weekend and you want to check out some live streams with some very influential people within the music industry, you can check them out on Sweetwater, sweetwater.com. But let me know down in the comment section which interview you're most interested in. For me, it's probably Slash and Nile Rodgers. But hopefully next year Gearfest will be back to normal, because it might be a crazy a whole bunch of people, but it can be a good time, and I know a lot of people enjoy it because it's also like a guitar show at the same time. They have like this used section where other independent dealers come in and set up shop for the day, and you never know when you'll find a diamond in the rough, so that's kind of always what keeps me drawing back to that. But thank you for tuning in today, and we will see you tomorrow with a very, very, very special edition of Fender Friday. Take care.